Hello all and welcome to this Friday afternoon beer review. A little bit earlier than I usually do my reviews. Why? I thought I'd go and change it up a little bit. One, mainly if I drink earlier, I can get a little bit better sleep at night. And two, if it's still daylight, one, I don't have the camera problems I usually do, which is a big thing. Unfortunately, the better light goes and shows how bad my skin is and how dark the circles around under my eyes are. But also to after a beer or two I can go to and have a nice walk around the park, something I enjoy. um, I can do it sober, but somehow it feels more enjoyable to walk around the park in circles when I got a buzz going. I don't know, does that mean I have a problem? Anyways, what are we reviewing today? So this is something I reviewed before from Maui Brewing, and this is Pineapple Chi-Chi Golden Ale. This is, of course, a golden ale with the addition of pineapple, coconut. Now let me go and read the thing here. Green, light green on white. Golden ale with pineapple, coconut, and lactose. 4.8 ABV. So previously, when I have reviewed this beer, nigh on 5 or 6 years ago, it was nitro. And obviously, I don't even have to go and look back at the review to know that the nitro is going to really emphasize the lactose and by extension the coconut elements of the flavor. This one is just carbonated. So that's going to give it a different flavor profile. But how different? Well, I already know the answer to that question because I've already tested a couple cans. So, without much further ado, let's just get straight to this, shall we? Pouring it out into pint glass, because why wouldn't I? Nice couple fingers of fluffy, well, more fizzy to frothy white head. Nice. I'd say light golden yellow. I wouldn't say it's quite straw, but it's pretty light colored. Definitely got the coconut there, and the pineapple, crackery malts. It smells sweet, but still the malts are definitely giving it more of a crackery kind of note. But yeah, pineapple's definitely forward there. There's also a slight dank note, but it's not dank from hops. It's another element of dank smells. Do I need to say what dank is? But yeah, it definitely has very funky dank sort of smell there. Very kind of fruity dankness. Yeah. So smells like not so much like a pina colada, but definitely something with pineapple and coconut. More pineapple forward. Okay, onto the palate now. So a nice carbonation bite up front. Oh, did I mention this is 4.8 ABV? I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. And up front, the carbonation bite it's getting blurry anyway. Sort of segues into the pineapple a little bit before the coconut really kicks in the front to mids. There's definitely a smooth roundness on the palate in the mid to finish. And it kind of persists, that silken flavor, silken feeling on the tongue, but not much flavor, into the long finish, with also a subtle hint of coconut in the long finish as a top note. Feels slightly thick for a 4.8 ABV, but of course the lactose definitely goes and gives it a little bit more chew than something of that level would usually have. But yeah, what really stands out is sort of citrusy notes, pineapple note up front. And the coconut is kind of an afterthought. Shows up in the mids, kind of present in the front two mids throughout, but is definitely not, you know, as present in the tasting process as it would be for, the nitrogenated ale. Beer flavors are this is not a beer flavored beer. Yeah, there is some hop bitterness there. You definitely get a sense of the malts, but yeah, you definitely get the adjuncts here most of all, the pineapple, coconut, and lactose. And they kind of seem almost apart from the malt and hop base, rather than rather than smoothly integrated, as it were. Now, I didn't look at my old review, so I can't say if I enjoyed it before or, 5 years ago. I mean, jeez. I am pretty sure I have over 1,000 reviews at this point. I can't remember everything that I've reviewed. This one was vaguely familiar, so I went and looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, I did review that before. I have a feeling I would find the nitrogenated version a little bit more pleasant than this. Carbonation adds like more of an acidic bite to it. And it kind of comes across where like, pina colada is, the pineapple is there as a supporting note for the coconut base. Whereas this one, the acid shows up a lot more up front. Acidity, I should say. So yeah, I can't imagine that this would be, the kind of beer someone actively um, seeks out. It really does feel like kind of a stunt beer. As a stunt beer, I think it'd do better in the nitrogenated form. I think this is carbonated, probably because it's a lot cheaper to go and carbonate something than nitrogenate something. If the majority of your canning line is carbonated. By all means, there's not really unpleasant taste notes there. It just doesn't quite hold together well enough for me. If you like pina coladas, maybe give this a shot. See what beer is like in a pina colada form. This is seasonal release and just kind of came out, so it'll probably be on the shelves for another couple of months. I missed the last seasonal release from Maui Brewing, but it was a double hazy IPA, so boo-hoo, I guess. I don't know. Hazy IPA is not something I really feel in the mood to go and review ever. And let me say that I am so glad that the hazy trend is sort of dying out. I mean, they're still all over the place, but they're kind of passe in the beer world. It's like when you can have a hazy IPA as like a stovepipe can at a gas station. And there's an entire section dedicated to it. Well, you know, it's just a gentleman's 40 ounce, I guess. Yeah. So double hazy IPAs in the gas stations, gentleman's 40 ounce. As for myself, well, as you well know, I kind of like beer flavored beer. So, Maui Brewing, Pineapple Chichi, Golden Ale. Uh, I mean, if this is something that sounds up your alley, give it a shot. If you want to try, if you're kind of a completist like me and you want to try as much as possible, give it a shot. Um, if you're here for serious beer, I don't know. Yeah. And that is your beer review for this afternoon. Cheers, folks.